Welcome to the Church of Thomas. These are readings from Awakenings in an Age of Angels. This chapter is called Cave and Fire. The angels were spending all of their time healing the ill instead of making songs for a better life to preserve the clan. They did not mind healing, but it was like trying to scoop water up to drink from a stream with your fingers apart. Not much water gets to your lips that way. The food was getting picked over in this area. It was time to move. The angel sat down and prayed. The one had just been waiting for them to have a spare moment. The one told them about a string of shallow caves near their normal food gathering ground. The one warned that most of the caves already had occupants. Most of these occupants were relatively harmless, but a few held dangerous predators. The one told the angels that the first cave would be cleared of danger, but that would just be to buy them time to find more long-range solution to fix the problem themselves. That solution was welcomed and suited the angels fine. The angels loved challenges. Angels told the clan it was time to do something different. They moved out the next morning. Some grumbled this was not the correct path to this season's food. It is hard to change habits sometimes. The angels had their work cut out for them. The angels led the clan to the cleared cave that the one had arranged. When they got closer, a couple of older people stopped and refused to budge. The angels asked why they did not want to go where they could be out of the rain. When one of them spoke up that it was from the pain of personal memory, the elder said, "That is where my child was eaten by a big lion many years ago. It is dangerous to be here at all. There is nothing but death and pain here. It would be better to go back to our old route." The angels started a new song before anyone could start grumbling. This move had to happen, though they sympathized with the pain of the old woman. Only death awaited the clan without this new way. The first people that would die would be the very ones that now refused to go out of fear of the cave. The angels said they had a new song. The new song issued from their discussion with the One. The angels sang about how the people were children of the One. They sang that they would be protected if they followed the laws of the One. They sang about how a cave, like a baby in their mother, would be safe. The angels sang about other caves that would be made safe too, because the One loved them. Upon finishing the song, the two children, who were angels, strode unafraid into the cave. It was little more than a grotto. It was only 15 feet deep and twice that wide. There were a couple of little tunnels leading out of the cave used by small animals, by the look of the fur caught on the ledges of the rock. The angels came out smiling to show that they were unharmed and pleased with the cave. The clan did cheer up when they saw that it held no horrible things with big teeth. It held no dark menace. The angels comforted and escorted the old woman who had spoken first. She had an excellent reason to fear. If the One had not cleared the cave, there would have been a great danger and possible loss of life among the clan in the battle to survive. The acrid smell of lion urine was everywhere. There had been an entire pride of lions in the cave just days before. It took a while to calm the old woman's shaking. Her kind of knowledge was a treasure, trivia that did not get made into a song. But it was like the lost knowledge of the flash floods, deadly when not remembered. They praised her courage. The angels talked to the One all night. They were told that there needed to be a way to cleanse the caves. They also had to be able to run off and keep out competitors for the cave's valuable shelter. It was shelter that meant life or death for people and animals alike. The angels were told to give people fire. This was going to be interesting. All animals, including people, rightly feared fire. It's not like today when people purposely play with tame fire, paying a lot of money to bring it unneeded into their homes. It was not tame at all at this time. It devoured food and trees. It killed and never seemed satisfied. It took away the hiding grass. It took shade from the trees, if not the whole tree. It made lungs hurt, ache, and cough. The next day's foraging went well. That night, a rainstorm with thunder and lightning came. At this point, the clan was very happy that the angels talked them into this new idea of caves, at least this night. They still worried about the death that might be awaiting them at the next cave. For that night, it was enough. Their attention span was pretty short sometimes. They had shelter and food. They had not lost any members of their family. It had been a good day. The angels knew that fire would be delivered that night, but they needed a plan. They knew the clan would be deathly afraid. They knew that this was a natural force of rapid oxidation of fuel, that in general, this fuel was often dry and carbon-based. There was just no way to explain a tame fire. The lightning had continued late into the night. Close lightning strikes scared them, but the safety of the cave had lulled the clan to sleep. So when the near strike hit a dead, half-rotten tree, no one aroused. Only the angels knew that the trunk of the tree was dry. All day the angels had been gathering twigs and dry branches for this eventuality. The clan just ignored them. They were always doing something weird. Better not to get involved. The angels had done other stuff that previous day, like scrape away leaves from a big area just under the cave overhang. The clan thought it might be some new ritual, but the angels did not sing, so it was just strange. Then the angels dug a hole with a little trench going out from it. The trenches were lower than the hollow. Then there was a ring of stones. This was enough like a garden to draw no question either. Of course, everyone today would call it a fire ring. After everyone was asleep, they built a wood pyramid to put the baby fire into. They just had to wait for the baby fire's delivery. The angels waited until just before dawn. They woke up the two priestesses. The angels silenced them with a hand over their mouths. Sometimes this was done if a predator stalked them, so though it was a bit edgy, they stayed quiet. They were told that there was something very new and powerful about to be given to the clan. They said that the secrets of this power would only be given to